What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? It's your girl Karana Hosey for another edition of BBP Live at 8:45. Man, it's Wednesday. It is November 13th, 2024, and I have the esteemed pleasure of welcoming Rod Minger, comedian, actor. He's been in over 20 stage plays. He's been a radio host. He's been on, let me see, he got a resume, y'all. So let me read this out here so I don't miss a whole lot of too much. He's been on Two Live Stews, Sports 790, the Sensation Radio Show. He's been doing Def Jam, the reboot of Def Jam. He's gonna tell you all about that. He is an amazing, and very funny person. Please welcome to the Blowing Bubbles podcast live at 8:45. Rod Minger.
Thank you. I was about to ask you what BBP stood for. I wasn't sure. I was like, hold on now, what's going on?
Blowing Bubbles.
But nah, I got it now. There we go. That was gonna be my first question, but now I know.
Yes. So when we first met, you were so sweet. You did you were doing a talk show, and I happened to be one of the audience members, and you let me get a quick interview with you, but the DJ was playing and it was so loud, and I think that footage is trash, but you have been on my platform before.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Where?
We were at Queen You've Got Mail. Shout out to Queen Afton.
Correct.
And yeah, it was you. There was the stylist. There was Anthony.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. I never got to see that. That's so weird.
I'm gonna have to ask her about that. Like, hey, Queen, what's up?
Yeah, because that was a great audience. They were really amazing. Actually, that was a great crowd, great time. It was about 50 people there.
Yeah.
We were in a car dealership.
A car like a BMW or Lexus delership. It was some really nice cars. I remember that.
You had to set up really. The Queen is very well connected, man.
She was very well connected.
It was really dope. It was dope to be a part of that. But yeah, I never got to see it, so I would love to see how that came out, because some women asked some really great questions, and they were listening. It was a good back and forth where these podcasts where it's some man trying to shut a woman down or some woman trying to shut a man down. That was like conversation, and
it was actual conversation. Absolutely.
Correct.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So how you doing, man? How has your week been? It's Wednesday. How has your week been?
This week has been I've been tired this week. I'm in a movie right now. I'm filming produced by Todd Tucker and Candy Burris. And so it's been some late nights, some early mornings. This was my first day off from the set. So this is the recovery day. And then we go right back for a few more days starting Friday.
Okay.
Wrap that up around Tuesday. It's a movie called Don't Bring Your Man to Atlanta. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I think it's going to be on Peacock or Amazon Prime. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be really dope, man. But I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks.
Nice. That is that's a profound statement. That is a profound statement. I'm from a little bitty town, and we used to always say that, don't bring your man here. You better not if you want him.
Yeah. And that's what it's like. That's what it's like. It's without telling the movie, but yeah. Basically, it's a guy relocating. He's a lawyer, moving from South Georgia in the sticks somewhere, and they move him and his fiance moved to Atlanta, and then you'll see the rest.
Ooh, do you have an anticipated release date yet?
No, I do not.
Okay, make sure you guys check that out. Be on the lookout for the Don't Bring Your Man to Atlanta film project. I'm sure it's gonna be funny. I am sure it's
not a comedy though. It's not a comedy. No, it's not a comedy. It's like a drama, actually.
Straight drama. Excuse me, I can see that too.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna be some drama. It's definitely action packed with drama. It's gonna be great. It's a great script. Todd did really well. He wrote it. So it's a really great project. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Nice. Now, where are you originally from, Rod?
I'm from Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm from that city where they beat people asses with chairs. That's my city right there. That's where I'm at. Yeah. So that was 8 minutes from my mama's house. That was my. I could have walked to that if I was in town.
Oh, snap. So
Yeah.
you could have been the brother running over doing drop kicking somebody.
I could have got some swimming in and jumped down and participated if I wanted to. But I was actually physically on stage. I was having my 40th birthday comedy show at Uptown Comedy Corner here in Atlanta at the same time as the chair brawl was going on. So I was on
Wow.
stage kicking ass, and they was in Montgomery kicking ass. So it was a win-win.
Hey. Okay. Shout out to the Gump.
What you know about the gun?
I know a couple people from there. They, told me that's what they call it. So,
Yeah, that's all right. All right, okay.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
Now, how long you been in Atlanta?
Ooh, I've been here long enough to be from here at this point.
Okay,
I've been
got
here
you.
since 2006.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I moved here when Atlanta was still Atlanta, when downtown Peachtree Street was the clubs and the parties, and it was wide open, and Atlanta didn't go to sleep, and the traffic wasn't as bad as it is now. I was here for the real Atlanta.
Listen, when I moved here in 2013, I was working at a studio in Howell Mill, Chattahoochee area, living in Conyers.
Oh,
And
why would you do that? Why would you do that? That made no sense. That equation didn't even go well together. You had an hour and a half commute every day.
every
That was
day.
so that show right there that you had never lived here. That right there, Conyers and Howell Mill. That was three interstates of traffic. You had to do. You had to go 20.
I needed a helicopter for real.
You needed a helicopter. You went from 20 to 75 to not 20 to 75. You went 20
Yeah,
all the way straight
it
down.
was
Yep.
straight 20 to 75, but it was a whole lot of
Yeah, and it's
10
bad
to
going
20
to and
mile
from.
an hour stretches.
Yeah, Atlanta's like that. Atlanta, like if you're corporate in Atlanta, I read this article when I was corporate all my 20s. I
Mm,
read this article that said people that live within 10 to 15 minutes of their jobs have way less stress and have more time in their day.
for
And I
sure.
never seen it. I had a homeboy. He got a job. He literally found a neighborhood down the street from his job where he could walk. And he was so like less stressed. But like me, I had my first corporate job here was in downtown Decatur, but I lived near Cumberland Mall. Now, on
Mm,
paper, it was 15 miles, but in the physicality and the time of day I had to be at work, it was a hour and 45-minute commute, 15 miles
yeah.
every morning.
Atlanta's an hour from Atlanta. Like it's
Right.
it's
Yep.
ridiculous. So when
Yep.
I moved here because my mother had gotten sick and she was living in Conyers.
Right.
And when I came and wanted to get in plugged into the music scene, because I'm a writer, wanted to get plugged into the music scene, everything was downtown and all the opportunities. It was like
Yes.
it wasn't anything popping off in
I used to
Conyers.
be.
So I went where my opportunity was at. And that's how that happened. Because I was staying with my mother when I first got here. So I
Yeah.
thugged it out for a little minute, about a year and something. But man,
Oh hell no.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
No ma'am.
It's not as bad as my
No.
sister's commute. She was living in Conyers, working in Kennesaw. Like, and when it came time to me to
That
for me
that
to look,
that is that is the worst thing I've ever heard.
it's insane. It's
That's
like
insane.
you age yourself a year every month. Like
Correct.
it's yeah.
Yeah, because you're spending about 5 hours in your car a day.
Uh-huh. Easily. Easily. So
And
now as a real
at
estate
that point,
broker,
that
I tell people that are
you know,
relocating here. Yeah, I tell people when they're
mhm.
relocating here, let me know where you're going to work first. We can't just start
Yep.
shopping for a house. I'm not
Nope.
even going to do that to you. Let me know where you're going to work. Unless you cannot afford to live where you're going to
Where
work.
you job is. Yeah.
Because
Or unless
yeah,
your job is in the hood.
unless your job's in the hood. Yeah.
Yeah, then you want to move somewhere else.
Yes. And then you mentally and safely can't afford to live there. So
Yes. Yep. There we go.
yes. But yeah, I've committed to not spending my time commuting. Ironically, I'm in real estate and I still have to drive around to houses.
Right.
But for the most part, I've structured my business so that I don't have to. And I do my thing. I found my niche and I stay in my lane.
That's it. There's a lot of
Yeah.
you out here. I know it's a competitive market.
There's
Yes.
probably 100,000 licensed agents in the state of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I see
It
it.
was only,
I see
I
it.
got licensed like eight
Every time I
years
look up,
ago. Huh?
I see every time I look on Instagram, somebody's like, join my real estate journey. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Got another
Yep.
one.
Yep. I
Got another
started, I
one.
got licensed 8 years ago, but and there was 50,000 at that time, but COVID made everybody think they could just go do real estate.
Correct.
Now there's a lot of COVID agents who are getting those reality checks. Like, yeah, you still got to pay all these
COVID.
fees.
COVID. Oh, there's fees. There's monthly fees to be a real estate agent.
Yes, yes.
I
You
didn't
have
know.
to pay a broker a fee just to have a license. You got to pay the MLS a fee just to look at the MLS. You got, if you're a realtor, you have to pay realtor dues, like $500 a year just to be a realtor. You got to pay errors and
Didn't know
omissions
that.
insurance. People don't know it costs money to be an agent,
Mm.
whether you sell a house
Surprise.
or not. Yeah, whether you sell a house or not. So all y'all that want to do real estate, baby, this is a dog eat dog world. You eat what you kill, and it's always hunting season for me.
Wow. How many houses do you think you sell a year?
Um, I don't know. So the way that I do my thing, I'm more into commercial and multifamily situations. I specialize in working with investors. That's
Gotcha.
how I do it without the driving around so
Gotcha.
much. I only drive around and look at houses when I want to. But for an investor, as long as the numbers make sense, they'll buy a property. So
Right.
I run the numbers. I might have to like go physically look at a house and take pictures to verify that the house is still standing.
Right.
But yeah, and I'm licensed in multiple states. So I do my thing like that. I don't really keep count because
I got
yeah, it's a I don't really want to.
you. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. Even business private. I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, I found my niche. But anyway, it's not about me. It's about you. So
Right.
what is the thing that inspired you to get into comedy?
The short answer, I was doing theater. I moved here doing theater. So I did like a lot of plays, and I was booking like all these dramatic roles. And then I booked this play where I was told to bring two monologues. One had to be serious, and one had to be comedic. And the director, who was the director of that play, particularly her name was Tiffany Brown. She seen me do a drama role in this play. Then she invited me out to audition, which like bring two contrasting monologues. And when I did my comedic monologue, everybody bust out laughing. And then she was like, "Yeah, I know. I was trying to, audition you for the lead to be the husband who was going through all the drama." She's like, "But I really think you can carry this play, and with the comedic timing you have." Which I had always been funny to like my friends, but I had never like tried like stand up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "All right, I'll try it." It's a job. But then when I booked the play, it was at this church called Destiny before it closed. It used to be Destiny down here in Cobb County, and it was sold out. It was 2,500 seats, two
Oh
shows.
wow.
They both were on a Friday night. And when I did this, I was getting a stand ovation every night, being a comedic character. So then she took the play and revamped it and added all these celebrities. So she added, Dorsey Levens was already in it, but she added Ryan Stewart. She added Rashawn Ali. She added Lisa Wu. She added Arlie Michelle. All these people had names. I was the only non-name in the show, and even with them having the star power that they had, like this play literally introduced me to like some of the celebrities I know to this day. Like I seen Housewives of Atlanta were coming, Married to Medicine, people were coming, people from Love and Hip Hop. That's how I met Carl Payne and Tommy Ford. I met Ryan Cameron at that play. I met Terry J. Bond through that play. But I was getting a stand ovation. So then I was so funny in the play people started trying to book me to come and like perform at their events. But I had never done comedy, so I was like, I'm not a comedian, I'm just funny. And they was like, we'll pay you. I was like, well, let me try to figure it out. And then that's how I started. Yep, that's pretty much
Nice.
how I started. So people started booking me to come in, and then that's what I did.
Wow. That's
Hmm.
dope. That's dope. I love when things can just naturally evolve and you don't set out trying to force a thing. You
Nah,
just
definitely wasn't forced. It literally just kind of came to me in a way, and then it just worked out. And I just kept, and it's also a tool you have to keep sharpening. So I just kept sharpening the tool. I got better, and then as time went on, I kept moving towards it.
okay. Okay.
Hmm.
And how long has that been since you first started doing the comedy?
Uh, well, officially I started that was like 2011, but
Okay.
then uh, I got into it, but I was kind of like not really doing stand up. I was kind of just hosting. So do you know April Love, the
Yeah.
publicist? Yeah. So
Mhm.
April Love, she was Lisa Wu's publicist at the time. So Lisa Wu was in the play as well. So she seen me. She was like, "Hey, I'm gonna start booking to host all these events." So she would have all these celebrity events around the city. April Love is always hosting something, and she would always book me. So for 2 years of my career, I was just doing gigs that April Love was booking for me, and I didn't do
Nice.
comedy at all. And then in 2013, I had some family stuff going on, and I stopped, and I just went back corporate and just left entertainment alone for like 2 straight years. So 13, 14, 15, I didn't do anything in entertainment. And then I came back in 15. I was like, I'm going to get back into it. I started getting auditions again. And then what happened was I was like, I need to do it differently because I was like, I can't just be a host if I say I'm a stand up comedian. I need to make sure I can be able to feature and headline and do a set. So when I came back, I had to kind of go in reverse. So I went
Mm.
from a paved way of just hosting and pay the host to now like, let me go to open mics and try out jokes and see how they sound and build my setup. And so I kind of just started from ground zero at 2015. Then I haven't stopped since.
I love that dedication to your goal, what you said you wanted, and you took a step back from being a
Yeah,
paid host, but pursuing the
correct.
comedy side, even though it wasn't initially paid. That I applaud you for that because most people won't take that risk. Um,
Yeah.
that is very, very commendable, and it paid.
Mhm. Paid off.
Wow,
Yeah, every
literally.
cool thing that's happened in my career so far has been through comedy. I booked Disney because of comedy. I booked SEC Nation because of comedy. I booked working with the Atlanta Hawks because of comedy. A lot of the movies I booked have been because of comedy. So it's brought a lot. So I mean, God started in the beginning, so I guess it was always in me. I just didn't know it.
Yeah, when I tell people all the time, when you're walking in your purpose, when you're doing the thing you were created to do, you can't miss.
Correct.
It's gonna line up, it's gonna work out. But too often
Right.
we do things just because we like them or they come easy to us,
Hmm.
but that's not what we're supposed to do. And
Right.
then we
Absolutely.
find ourselves starting over and over and over again. Trust me,
Yep.
I've been there, done that. Like, yeah, I'm good at this. I'm real good at this. I'm still not supposed to do that. So
Right. Hmm. Absolutely.
wonderful. Now, how did you come to the audition for the Def Jam? Uh, let's say reboot.
Oh, that was a long time ago. That was early in my career. That was just Garrett Abdul, the owner of the Atlanta Comedy Theater. So he was kind of on the beginning parts of the reboot, I guess. And they just kind of had a lot of comedians in Atlanta come out and audition, and then they kind of took some of their sets and put them on all def digital. But by the time it actually aired and came to television, they literally just kind of picked a bunch of internet comedians. So it,
Hmm.
it, it kind of just didn't pan out the way some of us wanted. I didn't even know that you had that info. That's crazy. But yeah, a bunch of us auditioned. It was hundreds of us, and then some of us got our clips for all Dev Digital, and they play to this day. Like sometimes people screen record. Like, hey, Rod, I heard you on the radio this morning. It's something I did like in 2016. But when it actually came back to television, it was pretty much the internet comedians are some of the top guys that had done comic view and stuff like that.
Mm. Okay, okay.
Hmm.
And now you're producing your own movie now, correct? Or did you
No,
finish that?
I have produced a movie. I
Okay.
produced a series called We Can't Be Friends. but I did that during the pandemic. So I wrote a series called "We Can't Be Friends." It was about a couple they got together during the pandemic and moved in together really fast over some love at first sight type of a thing, and then they broke up, but it was during the pandemic, so neither one of them could move. And it just kind of showed how they kind of progressed through their relationship with the Black Lives Matter stuff that was going on, and being together during the COVID times with all the police brutalities that were going on. So it was really cool. It's on YouTube right now. It did about 500,000 views, so it did all right.
Nice. Nice. Make sure you all go check that
I'm
out.
not producing the movie myself.
Can't be friends.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me look at my device. So StreamYard is funny style with the letting you see who's commenting and interacting on social media. So let me jump on my phone and check it out. See if anybody is in here.
I did that during the pandemic.
Thing on. Okay. Hey, we got a few folks on here. Maria Wheeler, Joyce White, Tina Bridges, Cherie Hosey, John Mason. Hey.
I know Tina Bridges.
Tina B, that's my manager. That's my folks.
Right.
Yeah. Now you have I don't know. Right. I hope, huh? Oh, I thought you said something. I hope it's not offensive, but you have a black Barbie doll. You are married to a real life ballerina. How?
I am.
How's that? I never got to see her dance, but she just looks like.
I think I'm losing.
Hello? You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're freezing on and off. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
On my end, you're going in and out. I hear you.
Oh, okay.
But you're frozen on my end. I'm sorry. Am I frozen on your end?
You're pixelated. You're a little kind of.
I can hear you, but you're frozen. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you and see you, but I can see that the yeah, it's real.
You can't see me though. Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to switch to the phone and see if that works.
It usually doesn't work well on the phone.
All right. Oh, it doesn't? Okay. All right.
It usually does not.
Okay. Well, I can see you now. You're moving now.
Hey. Okay, John Mason, comedian. I see you said we need to connect on the multifamily. Slip in my DMs. I got you, man.
Well, yeah. What were you saying?
Yes, I was talking about your wife. You are married to a real ballerina.
Correct.
Is she actively dancing still?
Yes. She'll be in a show this Saturday, somewhere in Monroe, Georgia. So I'll be there supporting her with her endeavors as well. But she's getting into a lot of modeling too. So she's doing a lot of modeling and a lot of fashion shows. So she's kind of making some waves in some other ways. She's not dancing as much as she used to, but people still hit her up. Her body is so it's her muscle memory is insane. Even when she's not training as much as she should, she still can just jump out there and do the things with no pressure applied. I tell her she's like a basketball player that never forgets how to shoot. She's just so elegant and so graceful with it. It just works out really easily for her.
Nice. Tell everybody what her name is and what her show is coming up Saturday.
I don't have that information right here with me, but it will be on my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all support. It's not like she's the only black ballerina I've ever known in real life. Like I know of her and Misty Copeland.
Right. That's
so it's so incredible to know one. We've got to get our girls in the arts, in all forms of the arts, our children, period. But
we got to create avenues for them though. The problem is a lot of people don't support live entertainment anymore. Everybody wants to be entertained on the internet, on television. A lot of people aren't going to opera as much as they used to, or Broadway as much as they used to, or so it's harder to keep those opportunities where it's worth people spending thousands of dollars on their children training. And then when they get older, it's like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? But we create some event spaces and some programs that have sponsorships and, people that will pay into those things, and where we can have our own productions that we produce, made for us by us. I think there'll be more people that will come forward. Somebody got to be that pioneer that starts it all.
I have a production group launching, and we have our first meeting on Monday. And it's what I started doing when I was a toddler. My parents had a production company when I was young, and they threw me on that stage from the time I could speak and remember my lines, like 4 or 5 years old. I was acting, doing sketch comedy. Like my dad was like Keenan Ivory Wayans before Keenan Ivory Wayans. And so yeah, I am literally rebooting. It's called PAP. So anybody out there, hit me up. And it is going to be family friendly, ish. So I want to be able to honestly express ourselves however we do. And yes, the babies will be welcome, because we've got to groom them. We've got to give them something to do. We got to get them out of there, because too many kids are just sitting around with their face in their device all day. So yes, we are having a Zoom. Yep, we're having a Google Meetup Monday. So hit me up, you guys. You don't even have to come out anywhere. Hit me up, DM me, and I'll gladly send you the link. I want as many people as possible. Children are most certainly welcome. And if we have anybody who wants to be a dancer, I do know some choreographers and all of that. We welcoming all of that as a part of this, because this is a part of my community give back. I've been so wonderfully blessed. Gotta give back.
There you go.
No cost. There will be no. I can't 100% guarantee, but I'm not charging anybody. But there may eventually come a time where something might cost some money. But yep, let's get it. Let's do it.
Very dope.
Okay, Joyce White, PAP. I'm excited about the opportunity. Hey, she signed up for the meeting. Thank you. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Right.
Now, what do you have coming up that you got another comedy show coming up? You said that people can tune in and support.
Yeah, so I'm going to record a live YouTube special at the Atlanta Comedy Theater, December the 19th. And what that is I'm just kind of taking the middleman out. I'm going to take some material and do some improv, and we're going to professionally record it at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Then we're going to chop it up, and then I'm going to have a release date in February, March, and just kind of shoot everybody to my channel, like because a lot of people follow me and they live everywhere. So, everybody is not privy to be able to pull up to a live show. So I was like, I could do a special and promote it. And then those people that live in, like, I have followers in Alaska, Hawaii, all these different places in Texas, where I probably won't end up having shows at this point in my career. So I just wanted, like, what can I do to kind of reach out to those people? And I was like, well, I'll do a special, and I put it on my YouTube, and I promote it really heavily and send everybody to my YouTube. And then that'll make me and my team the producer our own thing. And like I said, we got to do stuff that's produced by us for us. So this is my opportunity to take my hands at producing my first production, my first comedy special.
Nice. Love it. And what's the date on that live recording?
December the 19th. It's a Thursday night at the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Norcross.
Okay, December 19th. I want to see y'all there. As far as I know, I don't have anything on the calendar, so I should be there. November, December is really my time to travel. So a lot of times I'll be in another hemisphere. But if I'm in town, I will be there. Oh yeah. Really, I turned down because I run so much. Oh, absolutely. I'm going to definitely share it on my platform. Feel free to always tag me in anything you have going on. You definitely got that open invitation. Tag me. I mean, you got a lot of followers, but
I appreciate
somebody else might not know you.
Nah, it's not big deal. But it's always every new stranger is great.
Hey, I love it. Now, how can people follow you and support you for anything that you have going on?
Well, my name is the same on everything. It's just Rod Minger, just like the name that you got right here listed below. That's my Instagram. That's my Facebook. That's my Twitter. That's my YouTube. That's everything. So if you Google me, that's what pops up. So everything's always tied to my name. You know, I'm not one of those people that have an
Google him.
alias. It's not a stage
Hey,
name. That's my real.
nice.
Right.
And if somebody wanted to hire you to do an event for them, can they contact you directly, or they have to go through a
Yeah.
booking?
Nah, they call me directly. You know, I'm kind of being my own middleman right now, so they can just contact me directly, shoot me a DM, I shoot me an email. My email's attached to all my social media, so I'm not hard to find. If they want to get me, they'll get me.
Nice. All right. Well, is there
Hmm.
anything, I won't hold you long, anything that you want to leave the people with before we go?
Hey man, listen, it's a time. It's stressful. I know we got a lot going on, and the times are different. It seems very hard, but whatever your dreams are, keep pushing towards them. Don't let nobody stop you. Just keep rolling. Just keep
I
dreaming. Keep
love
building.
that. I love that. Listen, if
Right
you
on.
ever have a chance to see or hear Rod Minger live, or even on video, go
Mhm.
watch his stuff. Go to his YouTube channel. I'm telling you, this cat is funny. And he that
Thank you.
sneaky funny, like you don't even know. He'll have that straight face and
Be chilling. Uh, I tell
man,
people I'm not a goofy comedian. Yeah, I
I
think that's
was
what people
not
expect.
expecting that. You were so daggone funny. So I
Thank you.
you can always get my ticket money anytime.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
I look forward to seeing you on the 19th.
Well, I thank you for coming. I will
No problem.
not keep you any longer, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of BBP Live at 8:45. Make sure you
Mhm.
go follow Rod Minger at Rod Minger on all platforms. Subscribe to his YouTube. Oh, and subscribe to the Blowing Bubbles Podcast YouTube channel also. And then go
All right.
on over there to Amazon and get that book Residue, Growing from Crush to Crushing It. Okay. Thank you for
I like it.
tuning in. Y'all have a beautiful night. And my bubbles was a dud.
Oh,
Stay
no, you did not blow
popping.
bubbles when that came out.
You thought
Wow.
you thought I don't you thought I don't
Wow.
blow real bubbles, and my bubbles are really flaking on me.
They, oh,
There
you
we
are
go.
bomb blowing bubbles. That's hilarious.
Yes, I really do blow bubbles. Thank
Good
you.
night. All right.
Bye.